Greetings and welcome back. You see me here, and I'm doing all the carpentry job maintenance and editing things here because I have gained some skill points, obviously, as you saw, and put it into making workers more productive. Now, that means I didn't change those, but I'm also noticing that some of my people's jobs had gone to 0. And it probably just means that I had assigned them and I had forgotten to add an extra assignment. Also sitting on a spot where I need a little more, I need some more maintenance items, it turns out. I want to make sure that we are in a good spot for that. Look at the rice, look at that. That's a huge amount of meals, y'all. 3,900, it's excessive. Now, I've made a chisel in our new smithy, and I was right in the middle of going to Artani to finish up our previous quest line so we can get moving. Now, I'm sorry that it's been a while since I've had one of these playthroughs. You can hear in my voice that I'm a little off still, but it's all good. I'm going to get back into it and try to get some of these videos I've been talking about getting going. I want to remake my farming video, get the data up there. I want to make a spreadsheet. I know I mentioned that in the Discord that it'd be good to have a spreadsheet for all, like, here's the crop, here's what it does, here's where it turns out to go. I want to make that spreadsheet, but it also takes a bunch of time, and I'm going to work on that, alright? So be patient with me on that one. It takes a while, and I'll get on it. That helmet's pretty nice, but we don't need it. We are law and order. We bring order to chaos in our cool helmet. Alright, y'all. So, where was I at? Let's get this going. One of the key quests I haven't done yet is I haven't gotten in a temple, and I think that's worthwhile in the sense that I haven't gotten there. We really should. I noticed something in my playthrough that I'm guessing y'all did too. I'm going to make some planks and talk about it briefly here. Not planks, I apologize. Make some buckets. We need some buckets. Let's make us some buckets. Well, I need armor. It'd be nice because we got the Injiro Rebels region unlocked, and that's going to be a handy thing to have. I need more tin, obviously, so that's going to be a thing we need to do. Might be a good idea to double check what we got for tech. That's good. We'll go gather some tin. I think it's going to be a good idea to build a miniature village in the Injiro region. I mean, kinda. I'm tempted to do that, and the reason I'm tempted to do it is to get tin and copper. But I'll be honest, I'm not sure that's worth it for a middle step, because I think what's going to happen here is we're just going to gun straight for getting Iwasaki done. Iwasaki done, and get ourselves onto iron tools. I think that'd be a nice way to go. I know I have to take down our thug leader, and with the half bow, I think that's going to be helpful. But also, being mindful about combat and doing some good moves in there would be a great way to go. I'm making these healing brews. They're not the best, but what they are is they are hit points, and I'm going to need that. I'm going to put that on spot 0, I'm going to put this one on spot dash, and then actually I haven't used this thing yet, so we're going to use all of them there. So that in the middle of combat, if you don't already know, and I'm guessing most of you do, you can just use one of those things and then boom, you're healed. So that's really convenient, it turns out. I'm also really a big fan of us getting more arrows. So that's probably going to be a good move here shortly. What could we use? Let's just go. Alright, we have to wrap up in our Artani quest. We have to climb a mountain. I'm going to buy me some things while I'm there. I don't have a lot of things to sell, so maybe we can find ourselves some people to take down. Matter of fact, let's do that. Well, I had already taken down the bandit in the area, so we'll take down some piggy wiggies. And then we'll go, get in there at Injiro and teleport out. There we go, that's what we want. Now, the pigs can charge and do some really significant damage, which is cool. Like that they have a capacity. They can actually do some serious damage to us. Now, I also like having the right knife out. Let's do this. I'm happy with this new bow. I'll tell you right now. The short bow is garbage. It was breaking arrows quick. And it's also low in damage. And that's a problem. Especially when you're trying to take things down. And that is definitely a thing I noticed. I tried playing through a game just so I could be a little ahead and just try stuff out and mess around. Just kind of get used to things. And definitely found that technology means a lot in this game, obviously, right? Not surprising. But also making good use of blocks. Gotta think more like Souls rather than just like, hey, I'm gonna run in here and all ham and just go for it. Alright, well, here we go. We got some things. We'll buy some arrows and we'll move on. Conveniently, we don't need to use leather anymore to make our seed bags, which is a big deal. I forgot to check on that before, and oh boy, that was such a relief. Because that is a real big barrier. So, that's a good step. I just really don't think I need to bother with buying anything other than simple arrows. We're not going to bother with anything other than that. And I've been sitting on a lot of that fat and I just don't want to carry it around. So that's where that's going. This is too far broken. We don't need it. Now, I do have a half bow and another half bow, but I don't want to run out of bows. I also would love to get Segi set. Because that longbow, I'm looking forward to that longbow. I also get premium deciduous and iron ore, but I like premium coniferous better. So I think this is it. We're going here. Let's finish up our quest lines in Aratani. That's definitely where we're at right now. And yeah, that should be it. And we can wrap up. And for Andong, we also need to get there. Alright, and we already did our thing here. Now we need to talk to our guy and confront him. What are you doing in the village? What's your problem, buddy? You got an argument, huh? I'm all about the Inari part. I love confronting him openly and saying, hey, look, man, honor the god, man. Because we have our Inari shrine, and we've already done things for that, and she is definitely the goddess of the harvest. Now, we need to get anesthetics. I believe we have the right stuff for that. Pretty sure I can't buy it, though. Solve problems with money, right? I think I'm going to need sake. And I might have actually sold our sake before. Actually, no, not sold. I might have left it available for the villagers to consume. And they got all drunk on me. Must have had a party one night. Let's see what we got going on here. Y'all be drinking up all of our sake. What you doing? I got 4 of them. That ought to do it. Right? Let's find out where we're at with that. Now, as I recall, we only need 4. I think we only need 3. Let's try... Yeah, just 3. So let's make that thing. Now, it starts with our... It definitely starts with our sake. There we go. Unlock that beast. There we go. Herbs and sake. And we can make 3. Okay. This is where I gotta start making some herbs. We need somebody gardening and creating for us herbs. Now, when I did a little testing on farming, first thing I noticed was that it's pretty similar to what it was before. You get about the same amount of resources as I recall us getting previously. So it's not too big of a change, which is good. But I do want to make sure I have all the data for it, because I remember before garlic was a little heavier than other ones for some reason. Wasabi is lighter. There we go. Okay, thanks. I ended up talking to you. Now we got villager clothes. We've got that quest line done, and now it's time for us to go check in with our person who has been living in the woods and is now our new... We can now recruit her in. So let's go get her. And I'm hoping maybe we can run into a Ronin out there and we'll do some damage to him and get some free loots. Maybe even a better weapon. Well, here we go. Let's get this wrapped up. And there we go. He's ready to go to Artane, but nope. Actually, she's gonna work with us. Oh, crud. I got her right at the wrong moment, so we ended up in trouble. Oh, boo. That's really unfortunate. So, got her right at the wrong moment. I got her right at the seasonal change, or not the seasonal, but day change. And that turned into us having to feed her needs. Oh, boo. So then we lost track on that. Oops. Oh, that was a bit of a mistake. Shoot, that's too bad. Oh, well, we can have her work on... Not stone jugs. What you talking about? There we go. We're gonna do this because that's better way. I do love the rainstorms in this game. And I do love that the fact they have this music going on, and that there's different music for rain, and then different music for the storms. I just love it. Alright, now it's into the day. I'm going to finish up the maintenance items, and then it's off to the next thing. Time for us to get proper equipped. Let's see here. Now we look normal. There we go. We have just some regular clothes. We need a lot more bronze. That's where I'm seeing where we're at here. And I need a lot more tin. Well, I should have 50 tin. That's not bad. 126 copper. Not bad. I think it's time for us to actually make somebody do this job so that we can get a large collection of bronze, just since we have a lot of potential in actually making good use of this stuff. Let's get you out of there and let's smelt. Alright, now the smelter, I think we can create quite a bit of it if we do this. And let's see here, you just go crazy. Firewood's the limiting factor. Okay, that's easy to fix. I do need to start setting up my conduits, my systems where I gotta stop doing this stuff, right? I don't need to be handcrafting this stuff. And I love that they've changed some of the mid-screen announcements. One of them was, it's a sign of a caring leader that you handcraft everything, and I definitely that definitely targets me, because all I do is run around and do this part of the work. I do have to set the automation up. It's a big deal. I'm going to automate this stuff. Let's do that now. And I do love the tip somebody gave me, which is that if you just press Q anytime you want to handcraft, it is automatically going to be handcrafting. So even if I had out a weapon, I should be able to do handcrafting using just that button as it is. So if I go take out the ore for my ore defense, yeah, I can just actually factually craft. So that is an awesome tip, and thank you. Because it's nice not to have to go to open hands and then start crafting as well. So we're going to automate this thing. The goal, of course, is to get one of our workers to be kind of just the... Let's change it up. It is nice to get 38 logs. That's great. But I think having firewood would be pretty darn nice. Let's chomp up. That's 80 firewood is not bad. We'll chomp up about 18 of our... Chomp up 10 logs. That's a lot of firewood. I just want to make sure the smelter keeps rolling, so 120 should go. And then I do want to be sure that we are set with this. And I'll need an adze, of course. Right. Let's do that. Might as well have it done now. One for now, I suppose. Yeah, why not? We'll be able to get through that. Alright, now let's check this out. That's 138 planks, 20 of our logs. I think that's pretty good. That's a huge amount of logs. It's a huge amount of planks. That's 35 logs getting chopped up. Okay, 35 logs later. I think the only thing left I want to do is we'll take 2 of them and bring down sticks. That brings me to 37 total logs. So that should be... Yeah, that takes care of 1 full worker's worth of items. Okay, and that still means that we're coming out of this with a profit. And I'm good with that. That's what we need to do. Time to get people actually doing the work for me, right? That's the goal. Now, I do want to, since we are in a time for berries, we're getting plenty of mushrooms, and that's great, but I think it's time to get more berries. And I didn't do any research onto whether... Okay, good, they fixed it. Before, it used to just be, you know, there was differences for some of these things. Grass, I do want 100 at. I want to make sure I keep getting that. Okay, that's good stuff. We should be in a really good spot. And we've got a smelter. We should have lots and lots of copper. Well, no, bronze tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to gather up a little more tin. I want to make that armor, right? This is what I'm talking about. Let's get all geared up. Let's get decked out. Look at that. And then we can go take on some baddies. Maybe I'll set this up in the background. But it looks to me like I'm going to need more resources. Okay. I'm going to go gather some of those things, and then it's time to start getting Iwasaki free. Alright, I gathered over 100 tin, because I wanted to make sure I had myself ready to go for this. And I want to start making energy drinks, and that's going to be our next major thing. I don't have any herbs, and I don't have any tea, so that's got to be cured next. Getting herbs should be easy, but I also don't have a ready supply, so that's not okay. We're going to start getting up some fields here, and then I'm going to probably just buy from our Atani for now. I love it. It's just so cheap getting these things here. I mean, ginger costs nothing. Tea leaves, oh my gosh, they cost nothing as well. I mean, this is just the way to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we're set. We'll steal a few flowers too. I mean, to this point, I'm just doing it because it's easy. It's cheap. Let's see here. I probably don't need these, but I do need some poisonous mushrooms for other potions. Might as well take them on. The energy drinks cost 56. Oh, that's right. I need loaded seeds for a recipe for later. I can get for my sickness meds. Or not sickness meds, but for a different med. Oh, let's see here. And these we'll be able to make soon enough. Oh, look, more garlic. Yes, indeed. Now, this is tempting. The healing balm is worth it for when you're doing missions, and I will be doing that shortly, but I think we can get away with what we got for now. These shouldn't spoil too fast, so we aren't too worried about it. Might as well. We'll just go heavy on these things. Now, there is another herbs trader, too, so I can get even more. You there. Nope, you're the same one I just got to. Darn it. I haven't actually tried farming flax yet, so I just have to buy this for that purpose alone. And then lotus root, as I recall, is good, because this is actually one that will give you... This is used in a lot of the key medicines, so as I get more people, I will definitely take advantage of that. Alright, well, we gotta get some things going here, and I think... Yep, I need to go to the temple yet, and we're here. I have way too much stuff in my inventory. Alright. And there we go. Now we've got some... Ooh, the tavern, nice. Now we've got the energy drinks, which is going to be pretty handy. So we're going to go and have these in our inventory slot as well for us to not have to burn through energy so much. And really what it comes down to is like recharging that stamina bar when I'm mining will be nice. And when I'm chopping down trees and things like that. And also when running away from enemies. So let's hotbar that one. Because we don't need these two, for sure. Alright, it's time to go. It's time to get moving. Alright, we'll do some parkour over the gates here. Escape Iwasaki with the bamboo and run. So, take the bamboo for a special project by the riverside, so we can build the iron ore processing station after this season. Hopefully find a refugee on the way, because we have 2 fields now set up, so we can do flax and garlic, so we can make some more of those herb-based beverages, although buying them is super cheap. Then we're going to go take down thugs. We are going to head across and pick them off one by one by one. And then we'll use some of these buildings over here. There's a lot of torn down buildings over here. So, or I should say burn down. We'll tear them down. And from that we should get a bunch of resources, which should probably help with the project. See what that thing entails. And I also brought with some planks and bronze, of course, so we can set down a fast travel location, because that will be really handy. But in order to liberate this region, we have to finish this iron ore processing station, and we have to take down the bandit thug leader, as well as a collection of his thugs. Alright. Oh, stones and logs. Well, ooh, and I just used up some of my planks. That was bad news, bears. Oh well, I did bring an adze with. Let's see if we can cross this river and not die. Ooh. Ooh. And we live to tell about it. Alright, well, I'll gather up a few things here so I can get that project going. Actually, no. Let's just tear down enough to get ourselves our thing constructed, which is to say our fast travel location. Nice. And we'll build it a little closer to where the action is. Alright, well, I don't think there's a limit to how close I have to build it. But I also don't want to build it close enough that I spawn, or that I fast travel in, and then suddenly I'm immediately in combat. We'll give ourselves a little room to work with. There we go. And now... if we can rename it. Nah. Okay, Traveler Outpost 1. Alright, here it goes. Now it's time to take out some sleepy thugs. We'll have to see. Are they asleep? I wonder. Sneaking would be convenient in this game. I wonder if that'll be something in the future. Then I really can feel like I'm Tenchu Stealth Assassin. Village Builder, Tenchu style. Alright, friends. There's gonna be one of my chuggy guys. That's funny. There's a guy over there who's like chugging into existence. Okay, no loots. There's some loots. Alright, I'll take rope. Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting people closer. Alright, y'all. There's gonna be a lot of arrows in the face today. Oh, well, I mean... Oh, boy. That's an arrow in the face. Ooh, good jump. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Skirmisher. Not let them get too close, because the ones with the spears, obviously, the range on those is pretty impressive. Oh, I thought that was a headshot. I do love it. Sometimes I swear it goes right through the model. If we can get him to do, that's it. If we can do the power attack. Power attack's the best. Gives me a chance to wind up and drop a shot in. Oh, is it 100% fair to just do this to them? I don't know. Should I feel bad for being a skirmisher on them? A little bit. Just because they don't have bows. They don't have archers. I'm hoping they add that, but oh boy. I'm looking forward to, you know, to deflect arrows with my sword, right? Like, I want to make that moment as a samurai where you're like, whooshing, you just block the arrow in midair. I thought that was closer to the head, but we'll take it. Uh-oh, he hasn't found me yet. Oh, good block. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, those guys, I think we have to worry a bit about them with their power attack. Oops, that I thought was my button. There we go, and then we're just going to get as close. Oh, that was a good block, dude. Oh my, this guy is perfect defense. Oh man, sorry dude. You're just not going to be able to get through that. Alrighty, well, a whole lot of this combat is going to be run and gun. It just makes it a little easier at first, but we do have to ore some people. I mean, this is law and order, right after all. Ooh, that was a decent shot. That was a miss, though. Oh, wow, that was a long series of strikes. We're going to have to use our goods. And then go back. Oh, wow, this guy is brutal. I gotta tell you, I'm not good at the combat yet, that's for sure. So it turns into me doing a lot of this. Alright, I would like to actually get better at this, though. Oh, I thought I had a parry in there. Holy cow, you gotta run, kid. It didn't run. And that's what happens when you don't run, man. You get dead. Yep, I have a lot of experience to get on this. Dude, man. Well, it's embarrassing, but I'm not going to sit here and show you that I'm not going to pretend that I'm perfect at this. And I'm not going to sit there and make people watch me not get defeated at times, because it happens. So, yeah. Watch as I learn. There we go. Also need to start actually using better weapons. I mean, honestly, the ore is fun, but it's not a good winner. We're still going to get this guy with it, though. Kind of stubborn. Come here, buddy. I'm not letting the knife guy win this one. Hold down E and... Oh, well, I guess I won't hold down E. We'll just do that, yeah. Alright, buddy. Bad timing. Oh, the poison's broken. Oh my goodness. How did you get that much down so early? Wow, that was a good hit. I gotta work on my timing, that's for sure. The key here is the timing. Oop, and I'm drinking right in front of him, just like... There, that was a good parry for the first, but not for the rest. Oh, just enough. There we go. Hey. Now, there we go. So we can at least get vindicated there, right? Alright, now, while I regenerate my health, it's time to just bow some people out. Time to shoot arrows into the faces. Okay, one crash later. Oops. I was walking into here and it just crashed, so I send an error report and we'll go from here and restart it. I had to come back and actually take down some people again, but that shouldn't be any issue, right? Because we're just gonna dodge and bob and skirmish. Oh, I was trying to take out my weapon. Alright. There we go. I do find the Naginata way more satisfying. But it's not Law and Order, right? Ugh, depressing. Need to get that going. Oh, there we go. They heard some... they heard a tussle. That was right by his head. I don't know if I'd be happy about that. Oh, dear. Oh, that's one of those things where if there's a body on the ground, the arrows stick in the midair. That's a problem. Apparently they haven't seen me yet. This feels like Skyrim, right? Where you're like... Oh, you're not going to want to be close to that guy, am I? I'm not going to want to be close to that guy. Ooh, I got the other guy. There we go. Shooting the melee. Only good when you're chaotic neutral. I prefer to do something more damaging, but I'm going to keep mispressing the button. There we go. Now. See what we can do with this. Oops. Ooh, he's good. You got a lot of good moves, man. That's gonna be the end of you, though, friend. And that's the end of you, sir. We'll take it. Oh, man. I do appreciate that the combat in this is actually feeling, like, visceral. Like, I get, like, anxious when I'm doing it. Because, I mean, I'm not super great at this, right? You can see I'm doing all right. But I'm not super good. But I definitely a thrilling fight. I do appreciate that they made the system the way they did. Oofta. Arrows, hitboxes. I gotta aim better. That's the trick, right? Like, I gotta aim better. I am excited. Here, I want to show you what I'm talking about with this arrow thing. So, when we come over here to these bodies, you're gonna see that a couple of those shots that I fired over this way. See this? That's what I'm talking about. If you shoot arrows over a dead guy, or a dead girl, it's indiscriminate, you will end up getting stuck in the air around them. It's bizarre. Alright, how we doing? Liberation-wise, 2 more thugs, 1 leader, and we're done. Okay. Well, we have definitely Leroy Jenkined this thing. We are storming the front, just going straight at this thing. And I don't know, is it the wisest strategy? Obviously not, but it's been fun. I do think we're going to take a different route now, though. Ooh, is it possibly a thing? Darn, wait, is it? Darn, I thought it was actually a thing I could loot, but it's just an arrow. That's all good. Okay, here's how we're going to do this part, because at this point, I feel content that we've got enough thugs taken out, and we'll end up having to take more out as we go to the leader. So I'm going to be a little cheesy, and I'm sure that there's a way that we can go up and around here, and we can deal with it another way. We're going to go up over the hill, and then we'll pepper them with arrows from above. See what that looks like. I do want to mix things up a bit. 6 more of these. I tend to have an easier time pressing the 0 key while running since I'm used to it, so I should probably make sure I'm on that. Sure enough, there's got to be a boss down there. Oh wow, yeah, one of these guys is the boss. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, I'm not going to struggle to have more thugs to take out. Oh, there's our guy. Should we go straight for the main guy? See what happens. Let's see what happens. See how many of them I can piss off. Now I'm guessing that there'll be kind of like a... There's got to be a path over here. There we go. Oh, I love the monk armor. Oh dear. I don't think it's going to be a wise idea for me to sit here. Thugnificent. Alright, Thugnificence. Come to me. I mean, if this is how it's going to be, I feel a little unfair, but I do need, with this many guys after me, I can't be affording to, oh, that's right, perfect blocker. Ooh, this is not good. We better book it. Book 'em, Dano. Oh, there's a guy over here, too. Big guy. That guy's got the blocks. He's just holding on the block key, and he's going to win. He knows it. Alright, you got a Naginata, I got a Naginata. Let's talk. Do for power attacks. Ooh, got it down. I do absolutely love the Naginata. Absolutely love it. Glad to have found the thing. Now, who else do we got? Oh, we got you? Dude. Too bad you can't block arrows like your friend. Alright. Now, I'm holding down E, by the way, to loot these if you didn't already know. That is the quick way, and it's so handy. Alright. Let's see what we can do to take out our monk friend. It's a lady. Lady monk. A nun, if you will. We'll have none of this. Let's see here. Oop, that's not me knocking an arrow. That's me knocking myself down. Alright, y'all. Well, at this point, I'm guessing this is less than exciting. So let's just fast forward to the part we get to Bandit Leader. Okay, and now finally we have just the leader down. Or just down to the leader. We should do part of this fight hand to hand, though. Seems only fair. Ooh, good. He's got the perfect Naginata block as well. Where's the Yari? Well, good. It's time to get this going. Oh, dude, come on. See what we can do against you, friend. Okay. Dude, your underlings were better than you. Oh my god. How did you end up being leader? Oh, well, that's what it is. Ooh, that's not a lot of those Rits. I keep calling them Rits. They're obviously not Rits, but they just look like it to me. Thinking back to Oblivion and going around with the going around doing the assassination on the Rits. Thug leaders horde another Iron Naginata. I do very much love the Iron Naginata. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? There's another thug? Man. So many thugs. Alright, well, you say the best defense is a good offense? We'll go for it. Ooh, overlooted. Okay. Now, is there any other good loots in here, yo? Nice, nothing. Okay, fair. Probably some arrows on the ground here. Oh, look at that guy. I shot a lot of arrows into y'all. Okay, well, nice. This means that all that's left is the bridge project. Or no, the iron ore processing station. Oh, I'm going to put one of those out there for. Weird. Okay, well, we'll go back there, build the bridge project, and move on. Let's see if I can climb out of this beast. Otherwise, I'm going to fight my way out. Let's see. I wonder. Oh, yeah, we can climb out. This is the Tenchu style. Stealth assassination and then run. Okay. Not. Oh, yeah. Okay, well. Then we ran. I'm sure there's a way up. Actually, let's check this out. This looks like a good path. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Or not. Or. See? There we go. Alrighty. Well, from here, it's just... Oh, there's free loot. Oh, so overloaded. Let's see what kind of loots we get today. Not bad. I think I already have a bunch of that. And that's going to be helpful for our medication needs, since I'm not going to be using any of that stuff, but I definitely can leave it in my general storage for the villagers to make use of for medication. Alright, from here... Oh my. From here, I kind of want to just get the project done. Ooh, yeah, I hear you. You are ready to fight. This could be a bad plan. Yes. This could be a bad plan. Watch this. Energy drink. I am Sonic the Hedgehog. And we shall book it out of here. Now, should I have fought? Should I have ran away? I mean, if we think about the Samurai Code, I obviously just lost. But I'm pretty sure the entertaining thing about the Samurai Code is that it was a code and it was present for people, and that not everybody actually did it. Because the people who did probably died. Even one of the famous fights for the author of the Book of Five Rings, I mean, he showed up and he used psychological warfare against the person who probably could have beaten him, maybe? I mean, there were two best sword fighters in Japan at the time, but he used psychological warfare in the sense that he showed up dirty, unclean, which was an insult. He showed up late to the fight, which as well, an insult. And he showed up with a wooden sword, which was just a bit longer than normal to give him a little more edge on distance. And he manages to beat the most powerful and talented samurai or swordsman at the time, other than himself, actually, obviously. And he didn't do it because he showed up doing all of the exact Samurai Code ideas. He showed up using his mind, and that is part of it. Those who, well, we'll say, if I steal and run away, I live to steal another day, and hopefully not die in this river. Ooh, I tell you what, we're dangerously close. Right, and I'm moving our fast travel location over here because, well, obviously, right? We can finish building this beast. Alright, y'all. Thanks for joining me today. I'll finish this thing up in the background because there's no reason for us to watch me make this thing. And now that we've gotten this area done, let's see here. What's next? It would be nice to get this one, but oh boy, 16 outlaws. I mean, the thugs were enough as is already. Wouldn't mind going down here and getting Segi free because I want that longbow, and I do want the tanning bed as well, but I also need to make sure I get this region before winter time. It's summer now, so we have 2 seasons left to get that one. This is my priority 1, but we're done. I kind of want to get this because I want the Tatara. Let's aim for that. Alright, see you next time, y'all.